And then he's galaxy famous, Halcyon approved, and then all three of us say Jedi Talk Podcast.
All right, so say it one more time because I don't remember what I'm supposed to say.
All right, I'm going to say it exactly how I say it.
Also the cue.
Okay. By the right of the Council, by the will of the Force.
Welcome back into another episode of the world famous,
Galaxy famous, Halcyon approved, Jedi Talk Podcast. That's how it's going to go.
Okay,
but
try it again.
We're going to do it to the music, so let's do it to the music.
This is going to be bad. We're recording. So
We're keeping this in.
Are we keeping this in?
Keep it in.
Yeah.
This is not a bit.
Yeah.
No, I've said that before.
This was a last minute idea. So you're gonna follow me how I say it originally. Here we go. Bring in the bass. By the right of the Council, by the will of the Force.
Welcome back into another episode of the galaxy famous,
Halcyon approved
Jedi Talk Podcast.
Hey, we did it!
It was okay. We can work on that.
Timing was perfect.
It didn't suck until Evan started talking.
What?
It's pretty normal.
You are following us at Jedi Talk Podcast on Instagram, YouTube.com/Jedi Talk Where. Oh, we're going to talk to you, YouTube, tonight. We are back and better than ever. I am Atomica on the High Council. Joining me, as always, the Batu boys are finally back, Bradley.
Brad
Hughes.
back in town.
How the fuck are you today?
I'm good. I'm getting over a sinus infection. I feel good. Not great. I feel good.
I like the way you're sitting in the chair.
It's
very comfy.
It's
casual.
I feel like I should not be sitting like this.
No,
but
you probably shouldn't.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's all right.
I'm happy we're all back together. It's been a minute. How long, what's the last time we did?
It was right before you went to North Carolina.
Like 3 weeks?
No, I've been gone 3 weeks.
In person, it's been longer. Mm-hmm. But Adiga and good journey.
Journey indeed.
Yeah.
I can't wait to talk about HalcyCon, fellas.
Yeah. Well, also, there's like a headline that is very applicable to me. Like Florida man is always a thing, and then Florida man, alligator, crocodile is usually involved too. But today it was Florida man cries over a crocodile. So
did they move?
Yeah, they moved him before HalcyCon, Marley and Dinoland, but I didn't get a chance to see him until today after HalcyCon. So I
don't know what you're talking about.
And Evan T. Boucher just shows up and admits he cried because they moved a reptile.
Yeah, the crocodile in Dinoland has been removed. And
like an actual dinosaur?
Well, the
actual crocodile that's in Dinoland.
He was over like 60 years old, so I mean, he still is. He's alive.
Shoot him in the head. Who cares?
They probably will.
Oh my god!
And
make some shoes out of him.
Yeah, have people pay to watch it.
Now you got to pay $400 to go see Marley the crocodile.
Let's go. It's an after-hours event.
Jeez,
it's called Marley and Me.
Marley and Me. Oh no!
Yeah. Thank you, James.
And the ending is the same as that movie.
That was too perfect, but too terrible.
I don't like that. I don't like that, Brad.
I love it, but
you get to leave with some nice shoes and a belt.
Yeah, that's exciting. Let's kick off this podcast the right way.
This is the right way. What are you talking about?
Welcome back into Jedi Talk.
Back.
See, that's what I'm fucking talking about.
HalcyCon's over. We're going hard in the paint.
Yeah, exactly.
The boys are back.
So shout out, speaking of HalcyCon, so there's been this fantastic Jedi Talk listener and big Star Cruiser, big Jason Keller fan specifically, and we'll get into talking about our panel in a little bit.
That's like a couple hundred people right there.
Right, yeah. But Disney World Mike on Instagram.
There we go.
It's been reaching out, trying for the longest time, right after we talked to Jason almost a year ago, guys. It'll be next month, end of November. The first time we talked to Jason Keller, yeah.
What?
In the Batcave, right?
In the Batcave, yeah. So he was trying to get a bottle of whiskey to Jason, just like a thank you for his trip and his cruise, and it just didn't work until HalcyCon. And I said, yeah, man, send it to me. I'll get it to Jason, and he was nice enough to fucking send us a bottle. Hey, Brad, this is your thing, so I'm going to let you tell us.
Break it down.
Tell us what we got.
Do a little Brad's Bourbon Reviews.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another glorious episode of Brad's Bourbon Reviews. I'm Brad, and today we're here talking.
You're on Jedi Talk, so I get to do the part.
Don't interrupt me, you fuck. I forgot what I was saying. This is a bottle of Whistle Pig 15-year Estate Oak Rye. Now, I will say this, and this is just how Brad's Bourbon Reviews goes. I am not the biggest rye whiskey fan. That being said, there are rye whiskeys that I really, really like. To Tom's left is a shelf. Those bottom two shelves are bottom two right next to you on the very, very bottom. Those two are my rye whiskey shelves, and then there's some behind Evan right there called Midwinter's Night.
If you just heard Tom laugh, it was because I held the microphone up to the whiskey bottles.
But rye whiskey is really good when it's really, really good. When it's not really, really good, it's not really, really good. But 15-year Whistle Pig, this is a very expensive bottle. Thank you, Disney World Mike, for this.
Thank you, Disney World Mike. Christ.
This comes in at 92 proof, which I think for you guys is going to be good. 15 years is going to be a good age for this for you guys, too.
Is that a good age for P. Diddy?
It's a little too old.
Okay.
Evan. Joke of the year right there.
That was good.
Yes,
and also, there's no baby oil with this. So, but I'm gonna open this up here. Let's do this. Let's do a cork pop here on this. This is the thing people like. That literally sounded exactly like what you just did.
Yeah, the first one was
I like
me,
that.
but the second
Fill
one
the
was
cork
the
on
real
this.
bottle.
This
Ooh,
thing is
let me
cork
feel
on
that
it.
cork.
heavy.
Yeah. Let me take the one
You
out
got
of
a
my
heavy
butt.
cork?
Yeah, this is
So-
a heavy cork. It's the
so,
one Sammy Sosa used.
15 years in a rye whiskey.
No one's safe on this podcast.
No.
should mellow it out. It depends on what the. You want more than that?
No, that's fine. No, a little goes a long way with this shit.
for sure.
Well, I'm assuming the
92
two
proof, it's not
small
that bad.
glasses are for Tom and I, and then the bottle just for Brad.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get a.
No,
gonna
I'm
get a
taking that
crazy
fucking bottle
straw.
back.
I'm gonna get a crazy straw. No, you're not, because that's against Florida state law. You would never break Florida state law.
That's right, I wouldn't.
That's true. What about Arizona state law?
Well, we're not in Arizona.
True.
Oh, the Wild Wild West out there.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna walk
I
you
could
guys
open
through.
carry in Arizona.
I'm gonna walk
Here,
you guys
eh.
through. You can still do that here. It's constitutional carry in Florida now.
It
Baby.
is,
Let's go.
but it's a lot easier to do it in the
tell that
desert.
to Disney
When there's
security.
a
I'm
rattlesnake
not
every
doing
5
that.
feet.
I'm a responsible owner. Yeah, there's a rattlesnake every 5
gotta
feet
shoot it
in
in the
Arizona.
face.
Exactly. Courtney's aunt is a fucking badass. She went out in her yard once. There was a rattlesnake. She went out and got her gun, just shot it right through the face.
Nice.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
That's how all snakes should be handled.
So here's some nerd shit about this real quick. So the reason this is going to be aged so long is because bourbon, which is what I primarily enjoy, is aged in charred new oak barrels. Rye whiskey is not new oak, so they recycle oak barrels from other things. Sometimes it can be a bourbon barrel. Sometimes they don't disclose what it is, but sometimes they do. And this one was double aged in where did it go? I saw it already. Finished. No, where'd it go? Shit, I lost it. Oh well. I think this was finished in 2 things, wasn't it? Did we say that before? I might be thinking of something else. I don't know. All right, this is finished in Vermont, so maybe some fucking maple syrup. Who the fuck knows? I thought I saw that it was aged in 2 things. Maybe I'm thinking of something else that I was doing earlier. But so I'm going to walk you guys through a tasting. So remember, whenever you're doing whiskey tasting, you're going to nose it first. You're going to take a very, very small sip because it's going to shock your palate at first. Nose it first. What do you guys get on the nose here? This is very traditional rye.
I'm always bad at this. We've been doing this for
I know.
years.
I-
Not on a show or anything.
I can't
just
do
you
it.
ask me.
I don't know anything about
smell
this.
So
whiskey.
I'm gonna give you some notes here. The first thing I pick up is clove.
I don't know what clove smells
don't
like,
even
but
know
so
what that
I'll
is.
take your word for
Think
it.
licorice.
Okay.
A little bit of licorice.
Sure. Okay.
A little bit of oak. You get a little like woody smell.
Yep.
A little bit of oak there,
I taste the wood.
and a little bit. Yes, I'm sure you do.
Yeah, well,
and-
it came
and-
off that cork, so
and
I revere wood. I respect wood.
and a little bit of orange
it's
peel,
like a rich mahogany.
Yeah, it is.
but mostly oak and that like clove note, right? Smells nice. A little bit of caramel in there too, like some toasted caramel. All right, let's give it a mouthing, a very small sip. 'cause it's
A mouthing?
a mouthing.
Can I tongue it?
You can tongue it. This is
I'm mouthing this glass.
wow. That is shockingly drinkable for 15-year rye.
I believe it. It does shock the palate. Jesus, tap dancing
Yeah.
Christ.
So now what you'll do is you'll go back to the nose.
I don't hate it.
You get some more. You'll be able to smell a little bit more there on the nose. I get the same notes, but it just smells a little more full. Now try it again, and it won't kill you now that you've tried it. Very caramel. That orange note comes over, and you get that tingly on your tongue.
Yep.
That's not alcohol. That's the rye.
Oh, cool.
That's the rye spice. So
Just like in the
that is a telltale.
When
that
does
you're
the
drinking a
catcher
rye
come
whiskey.
in?
What?
When does
Catcher
the
in
catcher?
rye?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm the newest dad. You know, he's been a dad for a
Yeah.
while. That's a dad joke. Evan,
I
you
got
got something to tell us?
13 years on you, dude.
No.
How crazy is that?
Yeah, I know.
Or
That is
12
weird.
Years. It's weird,
And I'm
right?
older than you
Isn't
by,
it?
what, 2-3 years?
Yeah, isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
I think about that all the time. It's very strange.
Literally nuts.
Not these ones anymore.
Yeah, me either, baby. Let's go.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Personal lives.
That was the weirdest high five I've ever.
Yeah, we high-fived with our balls.
We slapped each other in the nuts
That was
with
the
our
weirdest,
nuts.
weirdest high five I've ever witnessed. That was wow.
So a little burnt caramel on the nose here now. But the orange note comes through, and it's like it's an orange peel, not like you're biting into an orange or orange juice. It's like orange peel, like when you when you peel an orange.
ah, yes.
This is why my videos on Brad's River Reviews are highly edited. When you peel
You don't
an
want to show
orange,
yourself peeling an orange.
When you get-
Stupid fucking orange.
when you peel that orange, like those like oils come off, and like it's a very distinct thing, and it hits
Yeah.
that. So this was an amazing gift.
Thank you, Disney World Mike.
Now, is this not the exact same bottle, but the same bottle that Jason was
Yes.
gifted?
Mhm.
Yes.
Same
Nice.
one.
Okay.
He sent me to.
Dude, he protected that bottle with his life.
did.
You see him like the whole
Yeah.
panel? He was like cradling
He
it
was-
and like
it was
pumping it and like.
I still need to get I need to text him because I don't have his phone number. I need to get it from you. I need to text him and have him come over.
There you go.
We
I
need
mean,
to-
you guys
we need
did
to
talk
booze
about
it
that.
up. Yeah, we need to booze it up.
He did say on the panel that he was. They're going to the UK in 5-ish months
Yeah, for a chunk of time.
for
A
a good amount of
big
time.
chunk of time.
Well, Buffalo. If they're in the UK, the Buffalo Trace has a new thing he needs to go and check out then because they sell some wild shit at their.
Well, there you go.
I'm sure he's
London
gonna.
shop.
Wow. So yeah, we could just segue
Is
into
it
there.
for
We
an
wanna
acting gig or
talk
something?
about. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. There's like it's like a work program visa thing in the UK. If you go act and do certain projects, you get it's like sponsored there. He said it on our panel. So
Yes.
let's talk about our panel. So Evan, I know you're all footage you've seen, most of it you've seen of our panel and HouseCon in general has come from Evan. I think it's specifically on your channel.
Yeah, and I'm
Happily Ever
surprised
After.
like hardly anyone else at the convention like even filmed anything. Like everyone's like, "Thank you for filming this. We didn't take any. We took pictures, but not videos." I'm like, "You guys kidding me? I took like terrible video, and I didn't."
I think there's probably a reason.
Maybe. But I don't know. So I'm amazed that people watched it and liked it because I'm like, this is shaky cam footage to me. But hey, I got some footage of our panel because I got to go out in the crowd to hand the mic off to our people that
Oh,
were
yeah, that was
asking
cool.
questions. So it was
Yeah.
nice to like get some footage from the audience perspective.
And it was so cool for all the people that came out to the panel. That was badass. Thanks for coming to say hi to Jason. You certainly didn't come see us.
I didn't come to see us.
No, we were with Jason and those of you that don't know, I was contacting Jason earlier in the day, just making sure he was coming
Because
making
things
sure.
happened.
making sure
If
he's
you were
coming.
at HouseCon, you know those things.
So,
it's not our business to disclose those
That's
things.
what I was laughing
but-
at.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, he came and he had told me ahead of time. He's like, "Hey, I'm coming in a Mandalorian helmet, and I'm just going to kind of chill under it until the panel." So
He like snuck up on me and just scared
Yeah.
the hell out of me.
and same thing. He came to me, and I'm like, "Oh, sweet, you're there." So he was walking through vendors and stuff with it on, and like I saw comments on his Facebook that were people were like, "Dude, you walked right by my table. I had no idea that was you."
Yeah. And
That's
it
awesome.
turns out that was the Mandalorian helmet that he was gifted on the Star Cruiser.
No
That
kidding.
he actually told the story of on our first interview with him on the podcast.
Oh,
So to see
yeah.
the one that somebody handmade and then gave him on the ship.
It's spectacular. It's one
I just
hell
thought
of
it
a
was like
whole
they
helmet.
bought one from like the Black Series and painted it or something. I thought
Sure.
which is still cool, but like this was like next level cool.
That's awesome.
So
How did
you-
it feel doing the panel, doing a different type of panel? Because we've done the one together.
That
Yeah.
was so different because this
Yeah.
one was just like kind of scripted but kind of free form because it was like we had questions but we kind of just riffed on them.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
it was nice. It was very different.
It was a Jedi Talk panel. We can't thank Rachel enough for joining us up there. Just as much as her love for Jason and Wraith. We had questions, and Rachel actually, props to her, she put together all of them. We did a Galactic Star Cruiser, this or that, and she came up with awesome. It was
That
like
was fun.
like Mark of the Huntress or Silver Sea Martini. Like
Mark of the Huntress.
Yeah, same. That's what we asked Jason, and that's
everyone
what he
said
answered.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then one of my questions was Rockstar Queen or Coaxium.
Coaxium.
Yeah, that one slaps. Coaxium slaps. So,
Yeah, it's tough.
so Rachel came up with all those for us, and then we gave 20-25 minutes for questions, so we had a decent line of folks
Nice.
come up. And
That's awesome.
We were a little worried at first about the timing, but as like we went on,
I thought you
I
were
was
saying we were a
like,
little worried about questions.
no,
gosh, no.
no, like the timing. But as timing went on, it was perfectly timed.
Why do you guys make those jokes?
Well, that's why we had Jason there because we were like, please ask him questions.
Yeah.
You actually want to hear from him.
You don't want to hear
wanna
my
from
answer.
our dumbasses.
Yeah.
So
You don't want to
it
hear
worked
from my ass.
Thankfully, no one asked us anything. I would have been like, "Why are you asking me?
Exactly.
Here, don't ask me anything."
What kind of microphones do you guys use?
I used the
Check
Shure
question.
55 Pro Amp. Thank you.
I'm bummed that I get to make it, but family shit happens. So it's just one of those things. It's just one of those
Way to
things.
bring us down, Brad. Thanks.
It happens, man. It's what
Now
I
I'm gonna
do.
go. Now I'm
Hey,
gonna
it's a
guide us
balance.
back in.
It's a balance, man.
It's
You
a
got-
balance.
you got ups and downs.
It's a balance.
But no,
of
I'm just
the
bummed.
balls.
I'm bummed that I didn't get to see everybody. Would have been fun.
Yeah. I get it, but the panel was excellent. Like I said, thank you. Shout out to also Jody Ray Prince for
those
giving us
giveaways.
those giveaways for the first 5 questions we had. Were
And then Jason was
commissioned
gracious
pictures,
enough to sign them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
So
What
yeah,
a dude. What a dude.
it was great. You want to talk about HouseCon more? It was just for me. It was awesome to see it. I props to everybody involved for first year con.
Yeah, man.
Great job. Yeah.
They crushed it and knocked it out of the park.
What was the scale of it like? I'm just curious because I didn't see the convention center before. I don't know where they were at.
So our
Was
room was
it
probably
big?
bigger than MegaCon's room, right?
Oh, yes.
No kidding.
Yes.
Our panel room for this was
Bigger than our MegaCon
probably
room.
probably
Whoa.
It was 1.5 MegaCons rooms.
Are we doing MegaCon? Are you going to do MegaCon?
I submitted our panel
You
already.
did? Oh, okay, sweet.
If I can get in for free, yes. But
You
I
should
can't
be
afford
able
to
to.
go.
If our panel's approved, we get programming.
Right.
So
Because Celebration in Tokyo is coming up, so it's like I can't pay for MegaCon in
that's-
Tokyo.
Which we
so-
have announcement here.
sure,
a
yeah,
little bit.
it's going to be scaled back for Jedi Talk.
Yeah.
So right now, Evan's the only one going. Look, Metallica announced they're coming to Tampa. I went super hard with the enhanced experience there. I'm getting a hotel.
Tom's not buying a house.
No, hey, I already own one. I'm going to get another one here soon, hopefully.
His remaining kidney from selling his first one for the
Exactly.
Star Cruiser is now being sold for this,
yeah.
so he has no kidney somehow.
No. I got on
I wouldn't finish that dream.
I was on that cast member discount on that second cruise.
Yeah, right.
On Evans, we can say
Yep.
that
Yeah,
now.
thank God.
Absolutely.
Former.
Yeah,
Former. I love that was the panel's name. That's so great.
It had to be. So what the hell was I saying? I'm
We
not
should
going.
do that at
kid.
HouseCon again, by the way.
But former?
Yeah.
Yeah.
why not?
I'll tell you off air the ideas I have.
Okay.
I
wait to hear
I
them.
have a grand pipe dream idea that at first you're going to be like, you're fucking crazy, but oh my God, yes. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I can't wait to hear it.
Same.
What were we talking about?
So
Helsicon.
you two
Oh.
sadly aren't going to Celebration.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
I'm not going to be able to make it either due to the same issues I was in South Carolina for. It's just not happening right now. So, I'm going to have to figure out how to get either my money back or sell my tickets for the tickets I bought.
I'm probably out that $150 or whatever. Whatever it goes to celebration.
you
That's
can
not
find
going to
someone.
sit
You can
well
find
with
somebody.
me. So I'm going to have to figure it out. So how to somebody to take them.
I'm sure you can. I think Austin only has
you were listening-
1 or 2 days.
If he wants my ticket, I'll sell it
so
to him
he
for
might be
exactly
able
what
to.
it cost.
Yeah, he might do that.
Fuck you, Tom.
I'll have to talk to him about what he's doing because
I'll find somebody.
He did get a job, and the scheduling is going to be close. So we'll see. But yeah, we can try to figure it out.
Okay, yeah,
But,
have him text with me if he's curious about it.
But
I'll send
yeah.
you here in this text me.
I'm going to put it on StubHub for like a 300% markup.
As you should, totally. Yeah.
Well, they'll see it because most people are stupid. So they'll see it and like, wow, it was 4,000 yen. It's only $500.
Yeah, exactly.
What a
Only,
steal.
yeah.
What a translation rate. Crazy.
What a steal.
But Japan is not going anywhere, and I'm going to go sooner than
Right.
later. And hopefully,
When Lily's older.
when
for me.
that's one of the things too for me. I want to take the kids. So
Hell yeah.
if I got a lot of things in the works, so if all this works out, it'll be more fun for me going when everything's all settled.
Subscribe to Brad's Buttholes on TikTok.
Go to my Patreon, please.
Yeah.
It's popping.
Brad's Buttholes Patreons.
Brad's-
Poppin' corks.
Brad's butthole review.
Is that why I got a note of poo?
Yeah, that's why I
Yes.
opened it with my ish. I put it right in the old balloon knot and pulled it out.
Like a bantha.
Like a bantha. So
I don't know. Kyle's mom was on our fucking. Let's go. We're back.
it's true. It is vintage Jedi talk.
It really is. Throwback. But yeah, so Helsicon the scale was like perfect, I feel like. They had one big room and they used it for the ones that needed it.
Yeah.
Like Michael Terra Garver crushed that panel. That was sick. She was like walking through the crowd, no script, I mean she probably memorized a bunch of stuff, but she was just walking around, talking to people.
So did she?
Methinks she's done that before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did she not work for Disney?
Not anymore.
Well, she did for the first like week it was open. Apparently, after like that first week, they disagreed.
So
Shocking.
wait, I don't know
That
the
crappy
story.
company disagreed with a genius.
I don't know the story.
We don't really either. That's all she kind of
Okay.
disclosed.
So
Thankfully, I don't
she
want her
set
to
everything.
get in any trouble. But
So she set like everything up for them, and then they were like, "Cool, thanks," but also no thanks.
yep. Are you shocked?
A little. I would. Yeah, because I feel like they would have contracted the person that was doing that.
I mean, they might have, but they probably just like bought her out or tore up the contract or who cares? You know, that's how they operate.
Interesting.
I just have one thing to say about that.
But that does not make sense.
Yep.
Look at the silly Wookiee. Look at the Wookiee.
But that was like the highlight for me, was just getting to see her, and then
The highlight was our panel. Shit. For
Yes
Helsicon
and no,
itself.
like,
What?
But like we've done a panel now, 2. I've done 2 now. But,
Oh,
like,
look at you and
I
your
know
privileged
we're gonna
ass
do-
going.
I know
It's
we're-
just another panel
but,
at a
like, I
convention.
never thought I was going to get to see basically like one of the 5 people I would die to meet and she was there, and I got to meet her.
Bro, we could
Like,
get her on the podcast. What are you talking about?
No,
awesome.
I reached out. She never responded.
Dang. But,
Really?
well, there we go. So,
I stand corrected.
so that makes it
Holy
even better
shit.
that I got to see her and meet her at HouseCon. So,
Well, never mind.
that was fun. That was like the highlight because like
It doesn't bother me. If she doesn't want to
No,
come on,
that's
she
not
doesn't
what I was
wanna
going to
come
say. So
Oh.
never mind.
on. No.
But that was sick. But then they had like smaller rooms for smaller panels. We got to see Patrick and Living with the Land Speeder do a little panel.
Yeah, that was
Nice.
that was
I
cool.
saw Patrick posted something on Instagram.
Yeah,
He
that
did
was
a
cool.
panel.
They
I don't know
living
who
with the
let him
land.
talk in front of people, but that's fine.
What was that?
I don't know who let him talk in front of people, but that's fine.
Living with the Land Speeders is such a cool podcast. Taking
That's a great name.
I know, and
I'm
they
so mad I didn't think of that.
So good.
they all reimagined the Star Cruiser. So like they did different time periods. It was so cool.
One option was High Republic era, which was sick.
that
I
was
was like,
fun.
sign me up. I'm there.
They do like 3D models of it or something, or just stories.
No stories, just like conversation.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, it was a great chat.
Yeah. So
Shouts
seeing
to Patrick.
him
I love
get
that
to
guy.
do that
He's
was
the man.
awesome.
Patrick's the man. I love that dude.
He's a ton of fun. And then they had like smaller
Sign number
rooms,
one.
too.
Brad's had enough whiskey. He's starting to say he loves people.
Oh.
That's how you know
Oh,
that
yep.
I've had a
Some
few.
sips.
I had a few before you got here. You know,
Sabak for Charity had a
I
cool
know,
setup.
Oh man,
It was
Who
like
did?
their MegaCon setup.
you would have
Who?
shit yourself. Sabak for charity, just like the way they had their
The, like,
their Sabak den set
Star
up and
Wars
stuff.
Village that was at
Yeah.
MegaCon.
Uh-huh.
That's Sabak for Charity. So they
No
had,
shit.
They had one of those at HouseCon, and it was beautiful.
beautiful.
Oh, my God.
It was literally night and day because it was an enclosed space and it was dark, so
That's
it
awesome.
felt like you were at night, like in some
Oh, dude, that's
some
so cool.
city, some
That's so
Tatooine-looking
cool.
city. Probably
So-
Tatooine, honestly. Yeah.
So I'm hearing tricklings of rumors of HouseCon too.
I don't.
Oh,
It's
there's-
not a rumor.
there's no rumor.
They officially
They
announced,
They
it.
announced it. Let's
Fall
go.
of next year. Fall.
And
They're
it's
doing it year to year. I guess
Taboo.
you
Hope
gotta
so.
keep the
the name is Tabuite.
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 Yeah, smart.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. it's
Electric
just
Boogaloo
presents
was the second option. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But the vendor space was
Same place?
good for the first time. But I was hoping. Oh no, I don't know. We'll see about that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I don't know enough to say. Yeah.
Okay.
I have no idea. We'll see. We'll
But
see.
The
Wait-
vendor
wait till
space
they
was
announce.
good for the first one, but after how quick like everyone sold out of like all their stuff and all the sick stuff they had, I'm hoping they have more vendor space and more vendors because like they had some stuff that I never even dreamed.
Maybe
and even
Jedi Talk should
saw
invest in a
anywhere.
3D printer. I have some ideas.
Yeah, I was looking into that
I'm
a while
close.
ago.
I'm gonna get one eventually, but it's Tokyo's coming, and they're like,
Fuck Tokyo. I don't
That's
like
why it's
Asians.
coming.
hit a button.
Hold on, here I go.
I don't like Asians. I don't think anyone's ever said that. That's so funny.
No, but it was great. They handled it all amazingly. Like the details, even like I didn't have a room, but we went into Aaron and Joe's room and Rachel and Brian's room, and on the hotel TVs.
Hold on
they
one
had-
second. I'm not going to let her live this down. I have to tell this story.
Oh yes,
So,
they had the viewports on the TVs. But the story, go ahead.
Yeah, so we're going up to chill in between panels. We're doing something on Friday. This is well
good.
before our panel. We go into Aaron and Joe's room. So we're waiting for Evan and Taylor to get up there. And there's a knock on the door, and Erin gets up, and she starts to crack jokes. She's like, "Put your pants on, boys," really, really loud. And then opens the door, and it's housekeeping.
She was yelling that joke, thinking it was Taylor and I at the door, but nope.
That's so fucking
And
funny.
it was-
And
So
housekeeping
we
probably like
spectacular.
ran
Yeah.
off. Was like,
We didn't let her live it down the rest of the
Yeah,
night.
Joe and I were cracking up.
this hasn't been
Oh,
as
my God.
bad since the furry convention.
Yeah.
But they had a full scale, real moving SK.
I
And
saw that.
I
I
never
think you
thought I
sent
was
me a
going to
picture
see
of
that
that. I
droid
did.
again in my life.
Holy
so the fact
shit.
that I
The
could,
D3
and they
I sent you,
someone
that
built
was-
a D3.
I'm sorry.
Stormtrooper
That's
guy.
what I was thinking
Yeah.
of. D3.
Yeah, well, Stormtrooper guy on Instagram has made a full scale D3 that moves and sings and talks.
Wow.
So I just
That's crazy.
never thinking I was going to see D3 ever for real, aside from on a screen. But then seeing her in person was amazing. But then
She
seeing
sang the lullaby.
yeah, that obviously made me cry multiple times.
How many
My-
times did you cry?
3, 4,
That's it?
yeah.
Man, I would have
Those
bet
are
the
rookie
over.
numbers. We got to
Yeah.
get those numbers up, bro. House Gone too.
But the first one was just seeing SK because I was like, I never thought I was going to see this rolling trash can again.
You'll see him at some Hollywood Studios fucking thing. They'll wheel that little fucker out.
I just
with
bought
dust on
tickets
him.
to Jollywood
I doubt
Nights.
it.
Going. Yeah.
We're debating on it, actually.
I'm looking forward to this year. They added some cool stuff.
I had such an unfun time at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. That was fucking the worst. That was awful.
We got ours in right before Milton came, so I got lucky.
Oh, yeah. I had a joke for you. We usually start the show with making fun of each other because that's what we do.
That is.
Well, that's why I did the Florida man cries over crocodile.
I had a joke for you. Sitting across from me, a man who thinks hurricane prep is downloading the Rise of Skywalker on his phone. Evan T. Boucher.
Once again, personal experience. Nothing happened.
Yeah, I know, man.
So
It's a personal experience, but
I feel like-
elsewhere in Orlando, fucking go talk to Sarasota, Siesta Key,
Yeah.
even Tampa,
Well,
the storm
we don't
surge they
live
got.
there.
I know, but it's just
People do though.
Yeah,
that's true. But if people asking
do.
me every 5 minutes if I'm
Yeah.
okay, which
Well, dude, there were, like-
I love you guys that are in
there were
Indiana
tornadoes.
and across the country texting me, but like I'm okay.
There were
guys.
tornadoes
there
that
were
went right
40
through
at
here.
once. Yeah,
that went right
they
through
came
here.
close. They were basically
There's some down signs down here, like by the Wendy's
they
right
were
here.
they were following the like I-4 corridor essentially, and that's where the track of Milton was too.
Mm-hmm.
But
We
we're good.
were driving back like
Yeah.
the day after Milton at night, and all of the billboards were just gone.
I know.
They were all
Yeah.
ripped off still.
Like
That's-
right
that one-
before I went to bed when the night that it hit, my dad finally talked me into filling up my bathtub. I didn't
Yes.
even have that done, but
You
he
didn't
talked
do
me into
that?
it. Yeah, so I did.
You're gonna
Didn't-
get fucking bitch
didn't
slapped
need
one day
it,
by a
but-
storm.
No, but
But
if you did,
If the
it's-
Boy Scouts taught me anything, it's that KY jelly is important, and it's better to be prepared and not have it than need it. No, I don't know the fuck.
you forgot.
I forgot.
You haven't
Everything
used it
comes up
recently,
KY
I guess,
jelly.
so. But anyway, to get it on to get it on to our next topics. But HalseyCon was amazing. You all killed it. The Teal team and Martin and Christine
Hell yeah.
and all the volunteers. You guys killed it. Can't wait for next year.
All the volunteers need to unionize and get paid.
Fucking shut up with that shit on this podcast.
The Muttley laugh is back.
Oh shit! I'm
Oh,
kidding.
yeah. Do I still have
Oh,
Muttley
fuck.
on here?
You don't need it. You got Brad.
That's right.
I'm here in real life. You don't need it.
That's right.
This Whistle Pig's hitting nice.
Yeah, that's good.
This is good shit.
It's good stuff. So, you wanna respond to YouTube comments?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So, what are these comments
set
from?
this up. Set this
so
up.
The Galactic Archive series is amazing, and they've just been dropping stuff all sneaky like. They're like, by the way, here's a C-3PO head that lights up and talks unannounced for no reason.
Do you want it? I guess. Let's see.
Yeah. Well, at first I just saw the picture, and I'm like, that's a sick piece I could just put behind a bar one day, because I'm going to build a cantina lounge, and it's going to be like the bartender behind the bar.
You should call it the Fantina.
It's called, that's a good one. I batted around a bunch of names, but I came up with Trilon Lounge. So that's what I'm going with.
I like it. I like the alliteration.
Right.
Trilon Lounge.
Yeah, I got it from Sublight Lounge. Of course.
Where'd you get Trilon from?
That's the sector space Batu is in, the Trilon sector.
No one knew
It
that
was.
but you.
Yeah. Nope.
No, I knew it was a
I didn't know
Trilon
that.
sector. I
Well,
put it
that's
on
why-
our Halcyon Legacy videos. Yes.
And that's why the Trilon wishing tree, rest in peace, is called the Trilon wishing
Well,
tree.
Hurricane Ian took that out, so you stopped taking hurricanes not so seriously.
They wanted it gone.
Hurricanes broke cannon.
They wanted it gone because they didn't put it back. And they obviously don't like us
That's
tying
true, they
ribbons
didn't.
anywhere, so...
That could get dicey. Who knows what's on those ribbons?
Well, the one that was at HalseyCon, put on by Rachel,
Sounds
had
cool.
some people put some words,
Hold on.
some dank ferrix to Bob Iger on it. So that was
Oh, nice.
And it wasn't me. Like if you think it would have been
Bullshit.
me? No, it actually wasn't.
There's plausible deniability, but not really.
I would admit it. I would happily admit it if it was. But no,
That's
somebody
true.
messaged me.
He would have been.
He
in it.
would.
Yeah.
He would. Yeah,
would've
he
been
would.
it.
Somebody messaged me and they're like, "You can believe that somebody put a FU to Bob Iger on that?" I'm like, "I like your
That's
style,
so
kid.
funny.
I like the cut of your jib."
I like the cut of your jib.
But,
Okay.
so the C-3PO head, I just saw the pictures on Instagram, and I'm like, I'm going to buy that because it looks sick. But then I see it in Tatooine Traders one day, getting off of Star Tours, and I'm like, looking at the box, I'm like, oh, it lights up. That's sick. And I'm like, wait, it also says phrases. That's sick. All pluses. And then I turned around to the back of the box, and it says you can switch it into the Sith translation mode from Rise of
That's
Skywalker.
so cool.
And I'm like, I'm sold already, but that's the highlight right there. Like,
That's
he can
awesome.
translate Sith.
Oh,
Right
that's
there.
the highlight, you
Yeah.
guys.
And his
Well,
eyes
he's
turned
not
red.
actually translating Sam. It's a program. It's just
Yes.
an overhead.
Exactly. So yeah, so I bought it because it's sick, and thankfully I got a discount because it's not worth $120. Spoiler alert, but it is worth $100.
Not worth 100. That 20's too much.
20. He tips the scales.
Well,
Everybody
that's the
tips
same with
the scales
the
again.
blade of Ochi of Bestoon. It was not. It should not have been $80, but here we are.
I'm picking up like toast notes on this now. It smells like bread.
Either that or you're having a stroke.
Could be. If I start slurring my words, it's
So
It could be.
yeah,
because of the alcohol.
these are the booze. Yeah, you might want to tell Holly, just like crack the door. Hey, Holly's stroking out, and she'll be like,
It's a sensitive subject with Holly.
"Oh shit." I see.
I've
I didn't
made
know
that joke
that.
like 3 times. And she's been like, every time I've said it, she's like,
Oh,
I'm like, yeah, fair.
well, you could blame. Put the blame on Mame, boys.
Ugh.
Have you watched a fucking Penguin yet,
No, I haven't. I haven't had a time, man.
dude? So far, 10 out of 10.
Really?
This is TV.
We are going
This
to
is
get
good.
caught up on our
But is
shit
it
this
cinema?
weekend.
Yeah, it actually is.
Okay, it's cinema. There you
It
go.
actually is. And
This is cinema.
Sophia
Do you want some more?
No,
the
I'm
actress
good.
who's nailing Sophia Falcone, her name's escaping me right now. She also played Mrs. Ted Mosby on How I Met Your Mother.
It's her?
Yeah, she
What?
is nailing
Wait,
it.
that's
She's
not
the
who it
Penguin?
was in the movie.
What was that?
That's not who played her in the movie, right?
Nobody played Sophia Falcone in the Batman.
I thought she was. Yes, his daughter was in the fucking movie.
You talking about Catwoman, Selena Kyle?
No, his daughter was in the Batman. She's like the one that gets kidnapped from the apartment.
No,
His
that
daughter-
was a hooker.
His daughter's in the movie.
I'm gonna have to go back and look. I don't know why
There's
I'm
the whole
twisting this up.
There's the whole Falcone is the Italian guy, right?
Yep, Carmine
his,
Falcone.
His daughter's like, wait, no, was it Catwoman? Was it his daughter?
Yeah. Catwoman ends up revealing to be that he's her father because he had an affair with the
That's
mother.
right. Okay.
So yeah, Sophia Falcone, who's
So is
played
this
by
her
Krista
sister?
Milioti, is so it'd be Catwoman's half sister, but this
Okay.
is but Sophia Falcone, she's like a real comic character. So anyway, she's nailing it. Penguin's awesome. Watch it.
I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, I don't want
So
to talk too
are they
much about
aware
it.
of each other? Catwoman and this chick?
No. Well, I don't know. Catwoman's not in the series. She hasn't been in the series yet.
Okay. Do we expect Pattinson to show up?
I know Kyle wants it really fucking bad. It would be cool, but this series, he's going to hate that I say this, it doesn't need it.
Really? It's just
The
that
way
good
it
on its
stands
own?
right now, it does not need it.
'Cause I kind of feel like that's almost like a cheap gimmick nowadays. So just throw the thing in at the end. But I guess if you're setting up the sequel, it would work.
Right. I'm
Depends on where the
we'll
story
see.
goes.
I'm loving Colin Farrell's.
I haven't listened to Fourth
Penguin.
Mother Box just because I haven't hit Joker, and I know there's going to be jokes and shit that I haven't.
Yep.
And because Kyle's in it.
That's also a good point. You raise a good point.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
He's not right. All right, let's get it. So you
these
posted the
are
video.
these are the comments from the YouTube video. Which
Yeah, we have
at
some
first
comments.
off nobody was watching, but then for some reason it just blew up all of a sudden.
The second I changed the thumbnail, it blew up.
Yeah,
Probably,
I was
yeah.
guys thumbnail and tags.
I didn't
Yeah.
do anything for the
Tag.
thumbnail. I just added 2 words.
Well, yeah, but it helped obviously. But I was a little worried because the video is like 18 minutes long, and I wanted it to be 10, but I rambled a lot because that's what I do. So
No.
yeah, sometimes
I do
like
too,
right
bro.
now maybe.
Oh my
But
God,
I'm not,
no
but I
way.
am. Yeah, but yeah, so it got a lot of traction. People watched it and commented. So I would love.
It was
to,
over 2,000 views last time.
This is fucking good.
Whistle Pig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not usually a
Thanks,
big
Disney
Rye
World
fan or a
Mike.
big
Look at that.
Whistle Pig
Yeah.
fan. This is good
What
shit,
a
man.
guy!
did.
What a guy!
And I would say if it wasn't.
True. That's kind of what you
Ask-
do. That's your thing.
Ask Beryl, who got mad at me and then decided to send me something.
Screw them.
Dang.
So we had comments made. There were some positive comments, right? And then
Surprisingly more positive than not. So
sure,
I'll
sure.
say that off the bat
because
That's
this is
kinda
a
good.
sequel
That's
trilogy
amazing.
thing.
Yeah.
So
Which
So
all of
this
the,
is what I was curious about. Is it? I know obviously there's the Sith aspect of it, but to me, when I think of C-3PO's head, I think of Attack of the Clones.
That is really the first thing too. But in Attack of the Clones, it's silver, so it's not this version of it. It's like rusty,
yeah,
beat up
you're
silver.
right.
It's not like shiny silver.
You're right. It's not
yeah.
the shiny silver.
But no, I'm with you. That's kind of
Yeah,
what I
the
thought.
first thing
too.
I think of is like him.
Oh, but
with
also
that-
I didn't mention that either. When I saw the box, one side of the box shows his head unplated, like Phantom Menace C-3PO. So you can take the gold plating off.
What?
Yeah, and it is Phantom Menace C-3PO.
it's pretty badass.
shit.
Yeah.
So it covers originals, sequels, and prequels.
Oh,
it's,
wow.
It's one merchandise
That's
for
brilliant.
everything.
That's
It's
amazing.
I love
genius.
that. I love that. It's
All right,
so
now
cool.
I want it. Now I want it.
Yeah, I should have brought it with me, but I was at Animal Kingdom all day and I was crying over crocodile. So is that what they call it? Crocodile tears? Is that where that came from?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
They named it after you crying
Yes.
over fucking crocodile.
Totally.
That's exactly it.
Yes. But no, this is like
Are they going to put him down, or are they just moving him somewhere else in the park?
they claim they're moving him. So
No, they're gonna sell it. Chance to shoot him in the face.
put it down. Like
Part of your
we made all
lightning
these
premiere
jokes.
lightning plus.
You can reserve a time to shoot him in the head.
I would
If
put
you
it
get up
past
at
them.
6:59,
You have to wake up
you
at
have to get up
6:59.
at yeah.
Fuck! I missed my boarding room.
Get a boarding group to go.
I was here. I woke up at 6:45. Your fucking app didn't work.
But you got to be in the park, and you got to be in the park with a reservation and a park reservation.
And you have to buy Lightning Plus or whatever the fuck
Yep,
the
the new Premier Light. Well, it's basically what
Shower
Can
Universal.
they
Plus,
just pick a fucking thing
I
and
know.
be done
Nope.
with it?
This is great.
Dude, there's literally people who go like once every 4 years, and for the last 5 years, they're going to come around. And it's going to be
If they're still coming
completely
after that,
different.
like
Universal the next day literally said checkmate. Tickets we're opening May 22nd,
Let's
and tickets
fucking
go
Oh,
on
that's
sale
true.
10/22.
And then
I'm
they
pretty
also,
sure that's the date I said that was going to be opening.
Then they
I'll
also
have to go back.
They
I think we
also
cut it out.
double trolled Disney because at the end of today they put out a picture of like a bus driving by.
No,
and
they
they
did
said
not.
that's a wrap. And I was like, yes,
No, they did
You
not.
got the bus wrap
You know
joke.
the joke, right?
I
Okay.
do.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just
And
didn't know if
Disney
Disney's
didn't even do a bus wrap today. They just completely gave up. They're like,
Oh my God.
we got literally nothing.
There's nothing you can say. I mean,
I was
Epic
like-
Universe is going to smack the
I was
fuck
like, you
out of
should do a
Disney.
Skyliner wrap instead today, maybe, or maybe a monorail wrap. You know,
So
change it up.
I can't
Just-
tell you.
They should pay to have them promote Epic Universe. 'Cause
Yeah,
they would,
right.
They would do it. They
well,
would fucking
it bring-
do it. They
it'll
would
brings
take
people
the
in.
advertising money in. They would take
They're
that
the
money
best,
because
But
absolutely.
they would suck at it though, and no one would come. So
take that, you whores.
They're giving APs a chance to buy one-day tickets before everybody else, and
That's not a good sign that it's not going to be included with your AP, though.
I saw Dr. Disney talking about this on Facebook, and I trust this source. He indicates that Universal is trying to do a good job of crowd control in the open. So if you give it to APs, we're just going to swarm the fuck out of the place.
They're not making anything on the first time.
Right. And look at it this way. You can argue the finances all you want, but I think, and I'm trusting Universal, I'm being a very optimistic AP here, in the sense it's like, yeah, give me a couple times to buy some one-day passes. That's fine. But like, if you're going to control crowds, when I get that one-day pass, I better be able to do a lot.
Yeah,
Like
I'm with
that's
you.
what I
But
want
you're
to
not-
do.
You can't say it's for crowd control. And then
Yeah,
get
and
it
if
to
it's
be a
not-
fucking mess.
you mean like park reservations? How those are for crowd
That's exactly
control,
it.
but they're
Yeah,
not.
exactly. No, it's just for
Yeah.
them to staff people.
Yeah.
So
I forgot to make a park reservation on our rehearsal day for the events, and I was like, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
shit,
So I
for
stepped
real?
back,
I
made
don't
one,
even-
and scanned
I don't
back
even know
in.
the rules though. Like, do you all still as pass holders?
Yeah, it depends
Yes.
on the park. If it's
Do
on the
I,
weekends,
as a third party employee or whatever we're called, I don't even know if I still have to, but I do just in case.
Yeah.
because I don't know these rules.
There's-
It's way
there-
too complicated.
If there's a circled date, that means we can just go.
That's
It's like
all
a
right.
go
Sure.
anytime day. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Nice.
good to go day.
I love how easy it all is.
Yeah, it all makes a lot of really clear sense, and there's clear rules, and yeah.
All right,
So
we had comments.
I actually don't mind spending a one-day ticket here and there on a park, especially when it's a new park. It's not like it's
Yes.
a new land or a new
Correct.
attraction. It's like this is a brand new
Correct.
fucking experience, and you do got to like kind of support them. And I think give them credit and pay. I mean, would have zero problem paying for a one-day ticket there.
Yeah.
I'm not a pass holder though,
Yeah,
so I
right.
feel like it's kind of weird.
We'll get back on that pass holder train before this.
We'll see what happens.
Better do it now. So
I've heard rumors of previews though too. so
yeah. I
that
hope
makes me
I
want
hope
to go
so.
grab.
Well,
a
I'm
fucking
hoping
one
that
just in
they do
case.
go that route of like a la mode annual passes, where you could just pick whatever park. Because like if they do a Volcano Bay, I've been saying for years, I'll just buy Volcano Bay.
You mean
pass.
just a
Like,
specific pass to a park?
Because they sent out surveys asking people, "Would you be interested?" And I'm like,
I-
I would sign up for that in a heartbeat.
I'm kind of I'm a weirdo though. Like I want everything included, or I don't.
Me
want to
too.
Go.
Me too.
Well, they would still have the everything option. So
And that's what I'll get.
It
Yeah.
just gives people like me that don't give a anything about it.
I'm
I
gonna
just want
fucking
Volcano Bay.
live in Super Nintendo World. I'm gonna.
Oh, I'm gonna live in
fucking live there.
The
and the
Ministry of Magic. Jesus Christ.
That park is just so. I cannot fucking wait. I'm actually gonna try to stay at the hotel too.
Oh yeah. Which one?
Helios.
Helios?
I wanna
Yeah,
stay
the one,
Helios. We were walking around Port Orleans French Quarter yesterday, and I made
See a
me
gator?
miss staying on property. I did. I saw 3 of them standing by the pool.
Wonder which one. If you saw a croc, it could have been Marley.
No, but I've seen pictures recently of people of gators, actual gators in that river.
Oh, I'm not
The
surprised. by
Sasagula?
that.
Yep.
Sasagula River, yeah. That doesn't surprise. And there's
I
like
love that.
no fencing. You just walk right up to the shit.
Right, they
it was
fenced
crazy.
in all the other bodies of water
Except
on
that
property,
one for whatever
except
fucking
that
reason. I
Sasagula
think it's because
River.
it's so sprawling. Like,
Yeah.
you really would have to. But yeah, I'm very excited about. Like this gives me hope for competition because they're going to be affected by this.
Yeah.
Whether they pretend they are or not. I know they think they're infallible, but I saw a lot of Disney, like this is just a name, but like Disney Matt _ on Instagram, Disney _ Matt, fuck yeah, I can't wait for Epic Universe. And you're like,
Yeah.
wow.
Sure.
All right. Like,
Yeah, my
it's
entire
everybody.
Instagram feed was that, and
Yeah.
I've unfollowed a bunch of people recently because I'm tired of seeing all the news. So the 20 people I still follow were like, Universal Epic,
Bro,
Epic's
this
Universe.
Is a big
Wouldn't
deal.
you be for this though? And for like adding the demise of Disney?
Well, yeah, I'm happy it's happening. I just don't care about it. So,
Sure.
Yeah, like I'm glad it's happening.
You don't care about Nintendo at all? Like Mario
No.
doesn't
I don't- I've
Mario
never
Kart,
really-
like even passively doesn't mean
I
anything
didn't
to you?
play. I've told the story. I never had video games until college.
That's
Mom and Dad
crazy.
didn't let me have any video games, so
That
I
explains
bought an
why you're-
Xbox.
That
in
explains why
college.
you're fucked up.
Yeah. So I've never played. I played like 20 minutes of Mario Kart my whole life.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I'm not attached.
Probably
to
20
it.
of that was here with my son.
Literally, yeah. Like,
Fucking play
and he was
Mario
kicking
Kart.
my ass, and it's like, yeah,
He
it's 'cause
kicks
I've-
my ass. Dude, this motherfucker will like... I walked in on him last night. I was like, go
Whoa.
to bed. Hang on. I walked in on him last night watching a
Oh.
watching a YouTube video on how to do a specific cheat in a level to jump across
Oh my
a thing to gain like a second.
That's
And
that's
I was like,
That's devious.
you motherfucker, that's how you're beating me now.
Yes.
That's the same thing as me going when I was a little bit older than him, or about that age. Me going into like Jewel Osco and where I lived in like Chicago or Alsip, and like looking at the Game Cheat magazine.
Yeah, 100%.
Like looking at the codes, remembering them, and going home and
do you
doing
remember
it.
the Konami code?
No, I remember the blood code from
Up, down,
Mortal
up, down,
Kombat,
left, right,
the
left, right,
ABABABB.
Yeah. I remember there was a. I'm actually surprised you didn't like play some of the Disney platformer games. Like the Aladdin game is fucking amazing.
Oh,
So
Lion
never-
King?
Never had a chance to.
Shit.
Didn't
Lion
own
King's
any of
hard
them.
as fuck.
Yes, it is, but
I've
it's
heard
fun.
the stories. Yeah, those old.
I
Side-scrollers
never
and stuff.
forgot. I didn't even own the game.
That
We would
Aladdin
rent
game's
it
so
all.
good. Yeah.
For the Super Nintendo, the Genesis one, I don't like as much.
Oh, I played the Genesis.
See, I like
version.
the Super Nintendo
Yeah.
version. And there's a code that I still remember to this day. Gets you to the genie level. It's Genie, Jafar, Aladdin, Abu. It's like
Jafar, Aladdin, Abu.
It's always stuck in my brain.
Yep.
Probably the last thing I think of when I die. Just Genie, Jafar, Aladdin,
Jeez.
Abu. That's it. I'm like, I love
Yeah.
you guys. Genie, Jafar, Aladdin,
The only 3 video
Had a
games
great life.
I've ever played in completion are Assassin's
Subscribe to
Creed,
Jedi
Black
Talk.
Flag, Jedi Fallen Order, and Grand Theft Auto 5. That's
Wow.
the only 3
Crazy to me.
games I've ever played in complete entirety.
All
That's
right.
nuts.
So it was our plan to respond to these comments
Yes,
eventually.
we'll
So let's
circle
get to
back.
these comments.
C-3PO
I feel like we're
review
catching
comments.
up too. Like I haven't seen you
we
guys.
are.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are. But yeah.
Yeah.
Bear with us, you fucks.
But so people replied to the C-3PO review, and we had our amazing and talented and genius friend Aaron read off these comments,
Thank you, Aaron.
and we shall be responding.
Now, how hard do we go on these comments? We going to be respectful. We're going to be.
Well, they made a public comment. We're going to make a public response
And
on
there's 3
Jedi
of us.
Talk.
We
I don't
can
know.
each respond how we want to.
We can respond how we want to, Brad.
All right.
This
America.
is Brad
Give me some
Hughes,
more whistle
Matamika, and Evan T. Boucher. These are 3 separate entities on
America.
entities on Jedi Talk. So, Aaron, what's that first question?
At Zelenea writes, basically an oversized head that functions as a bad night lamp doesn't move with a few catchphrases. Why do they oversize everything so much? Frowny face.
They did oversize this dick.
Brr, 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 brr.
Oh wait, no wait. They did oversize this dick.
Brr, 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 brr.
Whichever one's better.
Well, I guess I'll start. It's not oversized at all because when I was in entertainment working for that company, I got to see like the real C-3PO at a special party paid event that they did because C-3PO doesn't come out at Walt Disney World. And it's exactly that proportion, exactly that size. So the actual real C-3PO that you could meet and greet, mainly if you were in Disneyland, is that size. So it's not oversized. And it has like a billion phrases. I haven't heard all of them yet. And it, like I said, it goes to the Phantom Menace version. It goes to Episode 9 version. It goes to Original Trilogy version. So, yeah.
Also, does it say anywhere in the box that it's a night light?
Nope.
Okay.
The eyes light up, but that's
Wait, does
real.
it plug into the wall?
Yes. But you could also do batteries.
Is it a clap on, clap off?
Should be.
Clap on, clap off.
It's not. But it should
Clapper.
Someone gave me the clapper.
be. Whoa.
Hit the button.
Was it the person who made the comment? I'm not. I'm
probably
plugged into a
was.
different phone. So, bam, 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 bam.
Bam,
Here,
bam,
I'll-
bam, bam.
What should I scan there? There we go. It's a different phone.
He's on it with the microphone today.
So my response
I am,
will
I'm
be: Disney literally made something for every fan of theirs. With just like Evan said earlier, with the prequels, the original trilogy, with the fucking C-3PO pet, and Rise of Skywalker at the sequel trilogy. Guess what? It exists. Disney owns Star Wars. They're going to own it for the rest of time. Well, you just deal with it. And it's still not good enough for you. It's like, what do you people want out of Disney? Don't say sell it, because George Lucas, the guy you're blowing after ripping his asshole out during the prequels, again, like you want Star Wars back? You want Star Wars back? You know how bad Star Wars might be under George Lucas? I'm not
He wanted
saying
to make a movie about the Force and like the molecular level of the Force.
Microscopic.
Like,
You,
what the fuck are you
people, look, I respect your opinion if you bring
I
a
don't.
validated response of like what you think about like the movies and stuff. Like you didn't like XYZ, but I just feel like everybody's just picking at what Disney puts out, no matter what they do, no matter who they cater to. Like Star Wars Outlaws, you were loving it because of the time period it's in, and then you hate it. And I mean it's glitchy, yes. It's the storyline. If you interpret it one way, you may not like it. The gameplay can be repetitive, but I'm still having a lot of fun playing
What
it.
All of
video
those things
games
are
not
video games.
repetitive? Like
I
that's
know.
a fucking GTA. Oh yeah, all the different varied things you can do in
Walk in,
GTA.
shoot him in the
you can
face,
shoot
walk
someone.
out.
You can stab someone. You can shoot them and then stab them, and then or you can stab them and then shoot
Yeah.
them.
Whoa.
You can also run them over in a car.
Oh.
Don't forget that.
I'm
Well,
having a lot of
that's
fun
stabbing
pissing
them.
the pikes
Get the
off.
fuck out
That's
of
stabbing them with a car.
it's true that it's stabbing them with a
So what I say is just like, tell us what you want Disney to do. That's my response.
They don't know, and they don't know why they're mad. They just heard a few YouTube channels that they watch, and they're regurgitating opinions. I genuinely think that's like 80% of it.
There you go. All right.
Fuck you.
I don't know if I'd go like that.
I
What's the
would.
next question?
At the Sandman 4765 says, "Did they say Last Jedi is the best?" Yikes.
It is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on October 17th, 2024, and I here on the Jedi Talk podcast would like to let you know that The Last Jedi is still canon. Thank you very
Just
much.
because it's canon doesn't mean it's the best. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
my response to that.
Yeah,
And
Go ahead, Joe.
literally, it was. And that same.
I don't think it's the best, but I think it's not as bad as people pretended it. Like you can pretend the movie's bad all you want, but
Go
in
ahead.
10 years,
It's your
you're gonna
second favorite Star Wars
It's
movie.
my second favorite, but I don't think it's the best Star Wars movie. I think
I do.
Empire Strikes Back is the best Star Wars movie.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
Okay. Fair,
but-
fair.
doesn't mean I don't love it. It's probably my second or third favorite of all time.
Yes.
But I don't think it's the best. That's fine. But like you're all you fucking little weasels are gonna do the same shit you did. And you're gonna be in a few years you're gonna be paying $500 to meet Daisy Ridley and suck her off until I always liked Ray. Ray was great. No, you didn't. We're gonna remember.
Well, it's
We
the
got
same
the
thing happened with
receipts.
Hayden.
We got the receipts.
Yeah, now everyone's sucking Hayden and Ewan off, and you guys sent death threats to fucking Jar Jar Binks. You
Yeah.
fucking
And
retards.
Lloyd.
Now everyone
Jake
loves
Lloyd,
Keller
too.
and Beck.
But Jake Lloyd, well, I mean, he kind of deserved it, but he's a kid. He deserved it.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
Um,
Oh, jeez.
no, I'm joking, but like, yeah, it's the same thing. Like, you're gonna say it sucks. I call it the Saturday Night Live effect. You're gonna say it sucks now, and then in 10 years, it's gonna be the greatest thing you've ever had. So fuck
Yeah.
off.
I mean,
It's already changing. The people in that show is really good. Yeah, it's always been good. Nothing changed. You know what changed? You quit being a cunt. That's what changed.
Maybe, but in the video, I think when
Don't beat me.
I was late.
in the video, I think when I said that, I was referring to it's the best of the sequels because to me, Empire is still the best, but like it's the second best or maybe third if you like Return of the Jedi, which I do too. So it's probably second or third best ever, but it's the best of the sequels.
I mean, I would.
I love The Last Jedi, so that's what I meant in
I
the
love it
video.
too.
But it's my favorite or second favorite. and
I mean,
best
I
or
don't think
second
there's any
best.
debate that it's the best of the sequel trilogy.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah,
no
hands
debate.
down.
If,
here,
if, if you think that the Rise of Skywalker is the best, I need to see what your brain looks like under a fucking MRI scan because I don't think it works properly.
They like nachos, probably.
I don't understand why you would think that's the best movie. And I had a fun time watching it. I think it's still a fun movie.
Yep.
But if you think that's the best made, I mean, like to me, it's Force Awakens, and you can argue Force Awakens, and you can argue Last Jedi, but you can't argue to me Rise of Skywalker is the best of the sequel trilogy. It can be fun, and you can like
Yeah.
it.
Which
but
that's
the
in my opinion.
best?
It's fun and I do like it, but it's
I-
not the best.
Same. It's not the best. Like there's too much shit in that. It just doesn't make sense for it to be the best. Sorry. And I'm objectively correct at all times. So go fuck yourself.
Okay.
That's scientific fact.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's called the Brad effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right then. So, those were like the only two hasty comments.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Everybody
wonder if
else.
we could find any new ones. Let me see.
Well, there was
Oh,
one.
go ahead.
There's one that I will address. I don't think they were being like rude or anything, but they're just like, "Hey, we couldn't hear you," and I was like, "That's fair." For some reason, when I recorded this one, it wasn't picking my voice up the same because like I did the Blade of Bassoon and it picked up my voice fine.
This is a funny comment.
And what was the other one? I did the Kylo Ren helmet and it picked up my voice fine. I used the same setting, same phone, same room,
Yeah.
and for some reason it didn't pick up my voice.
That's weird.
But also, doesn't your TV have volume? So
I hate
I don't know.
as an audio dork. I hate inconsistent audio. So if it sucked,
Like it
I'm with
wasn't
them.
consistent, but just like you got volume.
I'm with them though. Do better. So they this was I don't see what it's from. It says so they made a robot head of Sheldon Cooper. Sweet. That's awesome. Yeah, good work on the video, dude.
I mean, I just sat in a room and talked.
That's what I do all the time,
Fair.
and I'm slightly tipsy when I do it. It's good
See,
times.
that's the key. I wasn't slightly tipsy. That's what the comment should have said.
That's what it said. Why are you not boozing? That's,
Yeah,
what,
what are
that's
you
my
doing?
comment. I'm
It
gonna.
should have been, can you drink booze out of his head?
And you shotgun out of his fucking head. There was one more news article. You brought this up to our
Yeah,
attention earlier.
Of a former Star Wars actor. Yeah.
Star
Mandalorian
Wars
performer. Yeah. Or no, not Mandalorian performer. Star Wars actress Gina Carano, as everybody knows, and we've talked about it on this podcast, suing Disney with the help of X and Elon Musk when he went on X or Twitter a long time ago and said, "I'll help anybody's claim who was like canceled for like their beliefs or
I
something."
should have hit him up.
You've said that before.
I stand by it.
Yeah. So so I guess he's funding. She said she's never talked to him, but whatever. That's the big part of the story. Disney made a request to throw the case out, I think, and then a judge denied it. And then
Do you know how big that is?
Yeah. And then they appealed it, and another judge denied that. So it's taking the next steps. And
So this is what will happen now. Mark my words: is Disney will try to settle with her.
Oh, yeah.
most likely.
And she
Disney
seems
will-
like the type that won't accept it, though.
She's like the Taylor Swift. So I don't know if you know this, but Taylor Swift a few years ago
I definitely don't.
had some crazy weird shit with one of her producers or the person who owned her music library, and he was I forget the exact details, but she sued him for $1 to prove a point.
Is that why there's a whole Taylor's version
Yes.
thing? Okay, that never made sense.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it's your version. It's your song.
Well,
what the hell?
They
I never got
they
it.
owned it, and she had to physically go in and re-record them, and so they're re-recorded versions of her songs, so she could own
Are
them.
they any different than the original song?
A little bit. There's some
Okay.
differences. I
still
obviously,
don't really get it, but now at least I kind of get it.
obviously, she's older, right? So it sounds
Yeah.
a little different, and it's to me the cool thing
She's
about
had
listening.
6 new exes in that time. So
She sounds a little more aged, but
Yeah.
and honestly, though, for me, I like going back and listening to old music because you can kind of capture a moment in time. I think it's cool, and that kind of is removed with this, but it's for a point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It makes sense, but
Well, Metallica's kind of doing that, but they have Blackened records now, and they've been releasing on Blackened for several years.
they're not re-recording everything. She
No.
she re-records everything from the ground up.
Oh, they're remastering everything.
Yeah, no, she re-records everything. She will literally go into the studio and re-record the entire album from beginning to end and try to match it as close as possible. But she's still
I guess that's the way to
re-recording
do it. All right.
Yeah.
It's one way to do it. I mean,
Is she fly in her jet from song to song?
probably
yes,
Yeah.
from across
like-
the street, from one recording booth.
She's
to
like,
the
"Fuck!
next.
I left my keyboard. I got to fly back instead of buying another one."
Everybody, climate change, by the way.
Kamala.
Well, I'm just saying, you push it, then don't fly in your jet.
And now we're
that's
all
all.
canceled.
Well, no,
for
no, no,
making
no,
no.
small
Don't-
jokes about Taylor
don't,
Swift.
Don't bring logic into this.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a denier. I'm just like, don't preach it if you're doing it.
I don't think the Earth is round. So there's
That's true. Brad
It's
is
a
a
cube.
flat.
It's
the flat Earth.
It's a
Earther.
cube. What are you
It's a
talking
cube.
about? Yeah.
We're in the firmament.
The filament. Is it firmament or film?
I think it's firmament.
Filibuster?
Firmament.
I mean, I only know because I'm a hardcore.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah, hardcore Christian.
Hardcore. I'm very hardcore Christian, and
Yep.
I'm very
Yes.
hardcore flat Earth,
Yes. And Scientologist, too.
and a Scientologist.
Yeah, you got. Is your place in Clearwater okay?
It's not.
I didn't think so. Yeah.
It needed a bath anyway.
Yeah.
It's full of not clear water.
Dun, 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 dun.
And people died. Yikes.
No. What was that?
I mean, if they're
In
if
your
they're-
place, I'm saying.
if
yeah.
they're never mind, I'm not gonna say that joke. That sounds
Yeah.
horrible. Don't say if they're Scientologists. Who cares? But it's a joke. Kind of.
We
You
lost
said you
Tom.
wanted vintage Jedi.
I know.
talk.
I
We got
know.
it.
This is vintage Jedi talk. This is vintage Jedi
The
talk.
vintage collection.
The
Right
vintage
here.
collection of Jedi talk.
TBC.
Well,
What
that
was-
was.
What's that card back? Is it just Brad sitting on that couch
It's just me being a cunt
with
about
a
whiskey.
bottle of bourbon?
It's Brad on a card back. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm looking for the drop. I can't find it. I'm all over the place tonight. It's a weird place. We'll do that one.
there you go.
We got anything else, Chad? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I'm very happy with Gina Carano's progress she's made.
Sure,
I
yeah.
think you're going to see Disney go to settle though.
Sadly, she won't be in the movie, which is like what, a year away.
That would be awesome if she was.
Year and a half. What are we looking at now?
They're filming it already, right?
They can make a special edition.
Oh my gosh!
Just add Gina Carano in. Yeah.
What if they put in
It's just
Jeans
like,
Guy? They edit
Hello,
Jeans Guy. Into
I'm back. And they're like, Cara Dune.
Yeah.
I'm back. Pew, 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 pew.
Take that. I'm a Ranger of the New Republic now.
Aren't you kind of surprised they didn't recast that role though? Like the character is important.
It is, she is.
I'm just surprised they didn't recast it. I mean, you could have done something. What would you rather have? Her, not her at all. Not the not Gina Carano. Take the whole situation out.
Yep.
Would you rather not have the character?
so
or
you're
would
saying
you rather
like
have the
just treat
character
it
and recast
if
it?
she had passed away or something? Like,
Sure.
so we have no
Oh,
choice.
sure. Whatever you wanna say.
So
Yeah.
we have no choice.
Yeah.
Would you rather? Because we don't.
Well,
So,
what they would do is they would just CGI weird creation face it.
Do you think they should do that?
No. I want the character. I do.
want the character.
I want the
love
character. However, it's like the way they let her go. It's just so. It's like she didn't get on X and say like horrible things about like a race or anything, or just like call anybody else or be like, I'm a member of the KKK now. She didn't do anything.
She wasn't like,
crazy
guys,
that.
get some fucking guns ready, load them up, and let's start shooting at people.
Yeah, she didn't say
That's
any
what
of that.
they're acting like.
I know.
right?
She made an opinion on something that
That was uninformed, honestly. A little uninformed. And a little hyperbolic, I would say.
Sure.
Close.
I don't.
Well,
I-
you just summarized the entire internet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it is the entire. I have to go back and remember exactly what she said, but
She was basically saying something to the effect of, we shouldn't be like persecuting each other for beliefs because that's how the Nazis started with the Jews. They started kind of like, it's a slippery slope. And
sure, it is.
But it is. Like, that's the thing. Like, it is a slippery
Yeah.
slope. Like, you can't. That's why freedom of speech is so important, and that's why I'm going to scream the C word on this podcast for freedom of speech.
many times.
That's true. Many times he does.
But I don't know. I'd rather not have the character if we could somehow never get her back.
Really?
Yeah,
I'd
'cause
rather
I
have
liked
a
her.
recast.
I liked the way she did it. She
Me
was
too,
killing
but
it.
like I think the character is important. Like I've replaced this character with Moff Gideon. Like, would you rather just never see Moff Gideon again? Of course not. I'd rather see the character.
Well, his story ended twice. So, I mean,
Well, but if we didn't get an
All right,
ending,
now,
if he was just suddenly gone, that's a good point. Yeah, if he was just suddenly
I'd
gone.
rather have him.
But to
be
me,
involved.
Moff Gideon's more important.
or
And I
Quill,
liked him
which
better.
rest in peace, Quill. I guess also a bad example because he's dead too.
he is. He is
Grief
not spoken
Targa,
anymore.
that's another bad example.
Haven't
'Cause
spoken
Sadly, Carl
in
Weathers
quite
is
some time.
gone.
Ooh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's a good example. Would you rather them recast that? He's so iconic though. It's hard to compare.
I know.
Yeah, but
I know,
his
it's-
character
God
is
damn it!
important.
My argument
Balin
sucks.
Skull. Do we recast Balin Skull? You
That's
kind of
the
have to.
argument. Yeah.
See,
'Cause-
there's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
okay.
the way
yes.
that story
Yes.
is going is
you have to
know
recast
what
that
he's
character.
doing in Peridia.
You
have
freaking
to
pointed
recast
to the mother, like the statue of the
Yeah,
mother.
you
like,
know he's
could-
going
or was
after
it the father? It was the mother, right?
He was on the father's like arm,
Pointing to the
out.
mother,
and it was
right?
pointing at some lit up temple. So it's probably the Mortis castle.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to recast that character. I
Oh,
know
yeah,
it
yeah.
sucks, and he was amazing as him, but you
Yes.
have to recast that character.
Good point.
We
Good
have
point.
to know.
So
what's
I would
going
say
on.
the same. I'd rather Gina do it,
Yeah.
but like if somehow it doesn't happen, then recast it.
Yeah,
but
I'm
like,
with you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks.
anything
everybody.
else, fellas?
No, take us home, Brad.
I'm gonna go play the fuck out of Mario Party Jam.
There you
3.
go.
Amen.
Mario
It's
Party it
good.
up.
I'm just going to say that the Galactic Archive series are just making the sequels more canon because they did the Episode 9 Kylo Ren helmet, they did the Episode 9 dagger, they did the C-3PO, which covers all of them but Episode 9. So
That's for true.
the Dejeric table is featured,
for
I guess,
true.
in the originals and sequels. But
Is that from Family
the
Guy?
Dejeric table.
Yeah.
That's for
So,
true.
Galactic Archives are killing it and making the sequels more and more canon every day.
Marvelous. I will. I'll say I will. We will see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay safe. May the force be with you.
Always in the buite.
Rise, Jedi Knight.
You ever hear